All right, this is the video for our 413 requirements for our website. Right off the bat, here's our landing page. We have cookies here where you can accept, which cookies is essential. We have calls to action here and on the initial homepage. We describe a little bit about what the organization is here, a little bit more about what we do, and another call to action, donate now. Moving on to impact page here, we show anonymized data of the organization's impact with little tooltips that explain what these all are. We have a few different graphs and charts that the user can look at to see how we're doing with education progress, how the health and well-being is doing, and how the organization is increasing these things for the residents. We have full funding transparency of how the donations are split across different parts of the organization. And here we display current campaigns that we have going and that have ran in the past and the money that they've raised. Moving on, we have a donate page here. This is just a mock demonstration where someone can make a donation. They can choose it as a recurring donation to hopefully inspire more donors. Down here, we have privacy policy. And we have those cookie preferences. We have a dark mode, light mode switch, which saves for the user. Um, and now we'll go to the login page. Here you can see that if you just type in something random, you obviously have to enter an email address. So we handle that. Here on the create account page, we are requiring secure passwords that update as you put in the special characters and as you fill out the different requirements for a password. So that's how you create a secure password. Okay, moving on, we will put in our demo credentials so we can see what that looks like. Okay, I've just entered in the demo credentials for a donor. You can go ahead and sign in. They'll be brought to a donor dashboard where they can see history of their donations and they can donate again. And that's pretty much it for the donor login. We come back over here and log in with the admin. We can see the admin portal. So here on the dashboard, right off the bat, we can see quick view of some of the more important numbers and key indicators. We wanted to show on this page for the admin what the most important things that they're going to see are right off the bat, or what are the most important pending tasks that they need to look at. So here you can see that we have a few residents that need attention. These are people who might have incidents that need to be resolved or plans that need to be made for them. And the admin can quickly come in here and view those individual users or individual residents. We have upcoming events. These are for visits and conferences that are scheduled. They can be quickly seen right here to see what an admin might need to have on their schedule. We have a quick snapshot of safe houses with a quick couple of indicators here that kind of tell us how these safe houses are doing with capacity, incident reports that we have. And obviously you can click on all these to open them up into their respective views to see everything. We have recent donations down here and for the month, the percent change. And down here, we also have well-being signals. This is calculated through an ML pipeline. We are essentially looking at the different residents and kind of giving them a score on how they're doing with health, education, incidents, and this one is engagement. This is a health score, and these can all open up into the individual residents to see more information about them. We have, also from here, you can add in all these different types of data quickly from the top. You also see on here, we have a dark mode, light mode switch, and the admin can check their account, change their password and stuff. And moving on, we have donors and contributions. On this page, we have a few different tabs. Right off the bat, we have donor health. This is based on some ML pipelines that we created to help the admin to get a quick snapshot of how they're doing with donations. We're looking at a few different metrics here. When you click on a donor, for example, and then these are bucketed by champion, loyal, at risk. These are typical donation categories that nonprofits will use. So if we click in, for example, to a champion donor, we are calculating a donor intelligence, we are calculating a few different scores here. This is our donor intelligence index. This is based on recency, frequency, and the monetary value they've given, and it gives us an overall health score. Here we are generating a suggested action of what can be done to help out this specific donor, which obviously will help other donors as well. Here we're displaying their donation history as well, and pretty much everything you need to see about them. You can edit all this information, and you can deactivate them as well if needed. This portfolio health score here is an aggregate of all of the scores that we have here. And what this is to basically be able to track over time and how we're doing with donations, with retention and getting new donors. And as we make efforts using the other tools we have, this should hypothetically increase. Moving on, here you can manage donors and specific donations made. As I showed, this is just a test. You can edit all this information and update it. I will go ahead and make a quick demo of adding in a new supporter. Here's the information filled out. You can go ahead and create that supporter, and they'll be added. Go ahead and search them up, and there we are. Donations as well. You can see individual donors here. And here we have allocations. This is how donations are allocated by safe house and by program to see where, what safe houses are getting most of the donations. And yeah, these are allocation lines, filters. Another thing to note here is that we are tracking by type what kind of donation it is. Moving on to case management. This is where you will manage everything that has to do with the residents and the process recordings, home visitations, and case conferences that are made. These are essentially just tables with this different information. Each has filters to filter by different filters according to whatever you need. Clicking in, you can see all the information that you need about a particular resident in the safe house, all their demographics set up when their account was made, case info, family profile, disabilities and special needs demographics. We have activity timeline of different activities that were done. These are counseling sessions and things like that, incidents that can happen while in the safe house, all tracked here. Intervention plans that are set up for these specific residents. Incident tracking that has here. You can log incidents, any notes about them, and this can all be edited from here. Same thing with process recordings, can all be edited. Home visitations. We can just do a little test here. Just change that to favorable. Okay, and case conferences can be managed from here. This is based on things like their health scores, education, things like that, reintegration, and it's just a quick way for an admin to filter and see who they need to help first and foremost. Let me just go ahead and find it. Move in this one. There we go. Moving on to outcome reports. This is where you'll find reports and analytics. We have a few different tabs here focused on donations, residents, and safe houses. You'll see a few quick aggregates of the data pertaining to donations. And we have a few different graphs that admins will be able to look at for surfacing insights about donation trends, how different campaigns compare, how donations are split up by channel, where they come from, and we just have some top donors here that we might want to focus on for their top donations. There's filters for ranges, residents, education progress, health scores, plan achievement rate, graphs to see how we're doing over time with health over time, reintegration, risk level distributions, and monthly incident trends. All to help the admin to gain insights about these things. And we have safe houses here. This just shows all of the different safe houses and how they're doing with education scores, occupancy, some data from each of them, and averages of their health scores of the residents who are there. We structured these reports and analytics to align with the annual accomplishment report pertaining to education, healing, and caring, and things like that, and the outcomes that come from the program with reintegration. 19 residents completed. And finally, we have Social Media Command Center. This is where we are going to fulfill the requirement and goal of trying to gain and retain donors. Social media is one of the biggest ways that we can do this, and this is where an admin will be able to go in and be able to track analytics about how they're doing with social media posts, and will be able to use the features that we've built in here to better optimize their post to see the results that they want for donations. So here we just have some analytics with engagement rate by platforms, their best performing content, pulled from the data, engagement heat maps for the days of the week, all to kind of help them surface insights about when's the best time to post, what content, what platforms, and things like that, topics, and the actual donations that are tied to these social media posts. So we're showing all that here. And built in, we have a post optimizer. This is powered by machine learning pipelines and is powered by AI to help the admin to plan out their posts to receive maximum engagement and success from them. And we have a couple tools here to do that. Now, this is all based on data that we have. And if I go ahead, a lot of these are default, but if we do score this post, it'll use the pipeline and AI to generate a report for your planned post. Let's go ahead and see. So based on these conditions here, this is the score that it's going to give us with a overall score, expected referrals, and variety of scores for these different things for different platforms. Post type, media type. We can see how all of these different filters and options selected from the features are predicted to perform. Obviously, you want to optimize for the highest. And down here, we are generating through AI a few recommendations of what you can do, the things that are going to give the biggest impact in improving those social media posts. Did impact that it will bring by implementing those recommendations. Additionally, we have a suggested captions section, which will allow admin to paste in their potential captions they want to use. So we can say something like, please donate to our organization. And this is based, once again, on the data, along with AI to help give you suggestions on how you can better improve. So it gives a couple different options here that the admin can use. In a future iteration, potentially they could score pictures and images and video content and things like that. So this is all to help the admin to optimize their post based on the data and powered with AI to get the best results from their post. And then here we have just post history, so you can see in filter different things about the post that you previously made. And here we can see a couple of recommendations based on posting history about when to post next, what to post next, whether to boost, as well as a chart down here showing engagement. Overall, this is a command center that is designed to help give the admin all the tools that they need to track posts, optimize them, and figure out what they need to do to improve and to really track what effects their changes are having or what effects their posts are having all in one place. So yeah, that is pretty much it for the website and all the functionality that we have. And thank you for listening.